What's up, guys? It's the GameBro coming back to you with another awesome, rare review on the Sega Saturn. It's fucking Darius Gaiden. I've touched on many projects that had the involvement of legendary Taito, but its most prolific series is yet to get a proper playthrough by your favorite aspiring gynecologist. Taito developed and published the first game in the series in February of 1987 and a sequel in '89. In 1992, Taito would release the F3 32-bit arcade board and assigned Hidehiro Fujiwara to create a new Darius to show off the system's capabilities. During development, it was titled Darius 3, but due to the plot taking place between the first two entries, was switched to Gaiden, meaning side story in Japanese. The epic side-scrolling shooter would hit Japanese arcades in September of '94 with great success, and be ported to the Saturn December 15, 1995 in Japan, and a year later in America being published by Acclaim. The PlayStation would get a Japanese exclusive released in '97, a Windows port in '97, and was featured on Taito Legends 2 in 2007 for PS2 and Xbox. The Japanese Saturn library is fucking massive, but for some reason isn't cool wearing the sheets on the head, as this is only one of like 3 American shooters, but fuck is it a tight one. So now that we've got a little history lesson out of the way, let's take this 25-year-old out for a nice steak dinner and never call her back. It's the fucking plot. Taking place after the first Darius, the fleeing refugees led by Proko and Tiet set up a temporary base on Vadis before setting for reals on an actual planet. But once again, the Belser army is back and playing for keeps, this time from Darius's ocean, stopping the escape of the remaining Darians and sending fleets against Vadis itself. A fleet of Silverhawks were sent to keep the Belser from reaching Vadis, but were no match for the 248 Applebee's bar strange fish robots from destroying them. Fate again calls on Proko and Tiat to save the day, and the game unfolds over 7 stages and a path of your choosing. Like how I line up my fuck pieces based off where they live and what time you gotta be back for the funeral. You take control of the awesome Silverhawk, starting off with a main shot that can be upgraded by collecting certain emblems. Green gives you herpes, missiles. Red gives you hepatitis, powers up your main weapon. And blue is the penicillin shot in the ass, protective shield. Amassing more makes them stronger and can be lost with death. Fortunately, you spawn where you die instead of checkpoints, so you can use the insanely powerful black hole bomb that can banish even the clingiest fours to the friend zone. As if the Silverhawk weren't already a good rub and tug, it has the ability to catch mini-bosses and use their weapons before they go full Robin Williams. The controls are fantastic, crisp movement, a perfect speed, and simple fire commands even Forrest Gump wouldn't fuck up. And he was a retard. Visually, Gaiden takes it to another level and is a port perfect to the arcade. 3D models pre-rendered as 2D sprites for bosses set the tone, and for me that massive first level golden ogre stands out to me as like the first time I was ever like, oh shit, fucking boss battle. It got me deeper into the genre, and I owe my addiction to Darius Gaiden and the Silverhawk's travels, as I was a big console collector and seeked out the marquee titles until this gem was gifted to me. Credit card some lines, and before you know it, you're knee deep in Hyperduel and Koryun. The level design is nothing short of spectacular, and as you see the resemblance to Metal Black here. Backgrounds are trippy but astonishing, and across the 27 possible stages offer more than enough visual action to keep the attention of a 13-year-old with 2 free hours of AOL. The levels perfectly consist of mid-bosses, small enemy waves, and that incredible oh shit moment to keep you dropping Ben Franklin after Ben Franklin to feed your growing addiction. Playthrough for the 7-stage surge takes about 30 minutes, maybe a little less, but very comparable to the sex after a month of fucking on the reg. In the way of difficulty, it helps to try and memorize the patterns and formations, but ultimately powering up your ship is what counts and what will give you the best shot at that 1cc action. It's not the hardest, but won't give up the G-spot that easy either. The soundtrack is make or break for most, with operatic tones and different than most any other shmup out there, setting the stage for all to come after in the series, but also setting itself apart from anything else in the genre. It's a perfect pick-up and play, with the first level being the best to me, with that perfect score and ultimate boss. The explosion of defeating the massive fish with the laser beam has me channeling my inner Austin Powers, but what's got me yelling, yeah baby, is the replay value. With each playthrough being 7 stages with 27 different level variations, replayability is an all-time high. Speaking of value, current pricing puts this hottie at around $130 complete, definitely increasing in value over the last couple years. It's one of the greatest side-scrolling shooters ever released, and would create a blueprint still copied to this day. Without this game, there might not be a GameBro channel, there might not be a Coke addiction, there might not be Alcoholics Anonymous, and that's what this game has come to offer. This may not be the first Darius game in the series, but it's the one that sets itself apart from the rest and changes everything that's come after. Darius Gaiden is like a gateway drug, a tunnel to a much worse addiction, or like the first time you cheated on your chick, opening up that wormhole that's got you waking up in different beds every morning, crashing harder than Henry Paul. One more line, one more fuck, one more drink, and you too can just be another Brit in the wall. But you'll never catch me dead in the back of a Mercedes. But you know what the difference between Taito and Mercedes is? Taito doesn't get any royalties. Ugh. You get hooked on Darius, you want more of Darius, you'll do anything for another hit of that Silverhawk, but all in all, you're just another shooter in the GameBro's wall. Darius Gaiden, the people's shooter. Darius Gaiden, Something worth chasing after. Darius Gaiden, the Oxy of STGs. And in case you're wondering, I would have totally pushed Diana down the stairs if she wanted to keep it. But fortunately, someone wanted to go to Paris. Anyway guys, hope you liked the vid. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that fucking bell button so you get all my notifications. New videos every Tuesday, or when my liver gives out. Ball's in my court now. Have a good week, everybody. I'll see you next Tuesday. I've been the GameBro, and I am out.